I'd like to come back to the 100 hours a week. When you were working 100 hours a week, you continue to work very hard, and that is, I think, certainly a defining characteristic. But even more so for me, it seems like one of your defining characteristics is the ability to focus and prioritize focusing. And you mentioned earlier that a lot of the most creative people in the world schedule their creativity. I mean, this is true across the board, right? Whether it's Jerry Seinfeld or certain musicians I've spoken with, the most consistently creative people have rules and structures and constraints. So it seems like you've done something very much the same to box out time to focus. And I just want to perhaps give an example of what your schedule might look like. And I want you to correct this if it's changed. But this is from the Observer Effect. And the question was about the schedule in the morning. And here's how it goes. I'll just read a few lines. Quote, so this will sound incredibly lazy compared to some leaders. I wake up at around 6:30 in the morning and spend some time with my kids and wife. At 7:30, I go work out. At 8:30, I go for a walk, even in winter. I found this is often where I do my best thinking. At 9:30, I read for 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I read the news, but you'll also find an ever-rotating stack of books in my office, next to my bed, on tables around the house, books on history, leadership, biographies. It's a pretty eclectic mix, much like my taste in music. Finally, my quote-unquote work day really starts at 10:30. Does your schedule still look pretty similar to this, or has it changed?
No, it's pretty similar. Actually, today I started at 11 a.m. was my first kind of thing. So I ended up getting 30 minutes longer than I anticipated. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much my everyday life. And I think Paul Graham of Y Combinator fame said a few years ago, he penned this paper that was kind of an aha moment for me about a meeting schedule or maker's schedule, how different they are. And it was like something kind of resonated deeply with me. And I think a lot of people think they have to be in the meeting schedule all the time and that is what's required to be an effective leader, where in reality, I think you can kind of be an effective leader no matter what your style is, but it has to be true to you so that you can unlock your own sort of superpowers. And in general, I would say most people don't stop enough and think hard enough about their priorities and focusing on the problems that is the most worthwhile for them to try to solve. And they more operate on a kind of first come, first served basis when it comes to their time. So it pretty much is the way my current schedule works too. And I often don't take more than 3 or maybe 4 things that I do on each and every day. And I try to be very, very sort of tough on saying no, which isn't always the most fun thing to do, I will say. But it also means as a factor that I tend to get more stuff done of the things that truly matter in a given day and more time to think about other things as well than perhaps a normal kind of CEO in a normal kind of 9 to 5 or 9 to 7 gig, whatever they end up doing.